What if I were to tell you that there's a roadmap behind every industry-leading brand crushing it on social media today? Over the last 15 years, I built a marketing agency, and it landed on this wonderful Inc. 5000 list, scaled countless brands into multi-million-dollar success stories. And 747 strategy is a high-volume, high-quantity approach to content distribution. Social media is a game of numbers. Basically, the more content we consistently post, the higher our chances of reaching the right audiences. More posts being greater reach, more engagement, and ultimately the opportunities to convert more customers into people who pay you money for your services. What if I were to tell you that there's a roadmap behind every industry-leading brand crushing it on social media today? My name's Matt Coffey. I'm the CEO of Profit Engines. Over the last 15 years, I built a marketing agency, and it landed on this wonderful Inc. 5000 list, scaled countless brands into multi-million-dollar success stories. I personally guided over 1,000 businesses into incredible growth. Now, today I'm sharing with you our exact 747 content. It's a workflow we've designed to consistently drive massive visibility, generate leads around the clock, and position our customers and clients as go-to authorities in the market. In this video, I'm going to clearly walk you through how we put this together, really the way we map it together, the detailed explanation of how it works and how we stay everybody aligned within our company and with our clients to keep sure that responsibilities are there to make sure the execution of building a massive content structure for a customer is. First, let's describe exactly what the 747 actually means. The 747 strategy is a high volume, high quantity approach to content distribution. It's specifically designed to maximize visibility, audience engagements, and growth across multiple social media channels. So here's why we're doing this. Now, social media is a game of numbers. Basically, the more content we consistently post, the higher our chances of reaching the right audiences. Now, another key point is algorithms. Well, they not only favor frequent, but by keeping consistency of a rhythm of posting multiple times a day, we significantly boost our clients' abilities to be visible within the algorithm of each individual social media channel. So if you think about it, each of our customers and ourselves, ultimately, this 747, this strategy positions our clients and ourselves to become leaders in the market by ensuring we attract more customers, leads, and customers to our brands in a consistent. Now, let's break down exactly what this 747 stands for in practice. We post every day, 7 days a week to maintain continuous visibility. 4, we publish at least 4 posts a day, creating multiple engagement points for each audience segment. Now, and the most important thing, 7, we take this content and distribute it amongst the 7 major social media platforms. This ensures maximum reach and exposure to diverse audience groups. Simply put, more posts being greater reach, more engagement, and ultimately the opportunities to convert more customers into people who pay you money for your services. Now let's go a little deeper and step-by-step workflow, how this all works for even when we have a client who comes aboard. So let's start with the onboarding. Now our process for client onboarding begins with myself and my team members. Basically getting to know the client. We have to actually do a discovery phase. From there, we send the client onboarding request. And we use this through a company called Content Snare, which basically gives us all the information that we need. Now, some customers have content for us and some we have to plan content for, meaning that they might already have videos that they want to use, or they might want to have content that they want to provide to us. But most of the time, we're getting content from them. So this primary content information that we're picking up includes their emails and basic information about URLs and logins and branding assets and logos and formats and headshots and thumbnails, all the things that we need from a professional branding level to get them going. And if they don't have them, then we'll set it up to get them. We really want one long form video to get started. That means something that's 20 to 30 minutes so that we get started with working on that video. Now, alongside this, a customer needs to provide all of these social media logins. And this is critical because we need to have this to identify how to get into their services and then connect it to our systems. Due to platform security protocols, most clients need to provide us with, let's say, one-time verification codes, myriad of different things you need to do in order to get started. So sometimes we have to spend a little extra time onboarding, but it doesn't take that long, and we can usually go through this. On these onboarding calls, we have some very important things. we want to verify and make sure that we have access to social media profiles. And because of this, we have to set expectations that sometimes things don't go right. But usually we can get them done again by having these systems that will capture the one-time calls, or we actually have to get on with our clients and go through manually with them. The next thing to do is set up their podcast platform. Now, we use Libsyn, which is a standard in the industry for podcasting platforms. So we have to start the system somewhere simply based off of a strategy to get their podcasting platform going, because we're going to use the podcast as a springboard for all the other types of content. On this onboarding call, again, we're providing the basic information to get things started. And really what we're talking about next is the tasks. So after all this information is in, all of the automations start to come in. So we have got an automated system that's based in ClickUp. And ClickUp is a major tool for anybody who's got project management. It simplifies our workflow management and also keeps our customers specifically set up to make sure that they're doing each thing that we need for them to do in time and on process. Now, automatically, we have a master control of all of the systems that we have that the client can actually see if they want, with all of the branding assets and video links neatly stored into one. And this basically now is the control portion of our business. So we add all of this content into ClickUp, which allows us to separate the tasks for long form videos, right? So we basically take 20 to 30 minute videos, these long form videos, and then take them and then put them into production. The next stage is to find titles and hashtags and keywords for these videos, because we're going to verify these videos and mark them as approved and ready to be triggered for editing. Because once we have the content, we want to put that into our editing block. So our team, our video content production, goes into our video editor, who edits all of these long forms and sends them back to our main control point to inspect the quality and introduction and outro and hooks and all of the message consistency that we need to put into each individual video. Once these are done, these are uploaded to our long form strategies. So we know that those are ready to go and they're in a draft format. Once that's done, we send back out approvals to our clients to make sure that these are actually good. Clients then have the opportunity to approve these videos or request revisions directly within this framework, allowing for clear and organized feedback. Once the client gives approval, our video editor will then put this into production and put this into our podcast and our YouTube. So now our long forms have gone out. So if we take a 20 to 30 minute video, our long forms are done, they're approved, they're in production, and they go out in the calendar. Now we go to short form. So now we're taking that initial long form content and then transitioning it to short form videos. Today, short form is the most important thing to have as a process. We use different types of AI tools to cut up these 20-minute or 30-minute videos into 10, sometimes 20 clips and put them into production. So we can take highlighted parts of each video and make sure that it's specifically set up. So from these groups, we identify the top 2 or 3 to highlight, to give more detailed editing, because we always know that there are going to be ones that within the framework where we're going to use hooks and outros and intros and B-roll footage to actually have maximum impact. Once these productions are done, this short form content, these cut-ups, are then included with thumbnails and captions and hashtags and video titles, and then put in back to our ClickUp tool for putting it in production for approval. So once those are back into our approval queue, we now have the short form approval ready to go out to our customer and put that into production, so the client can now go from draft to publishing status. So now we have publishing and scheduling. So when a client approves short form content, we then schedule these posts across the various different social media platforms. We use a tool called Metricool, which allows us to have a central scheduling authority and gives us the simplified version of distribution. You can imagine this as sort of like a train track that has got multiple different variants of where it goes. So the short form goes down one train track and then separates into 7 different variants. These are then logged in to our checklists internally to helping us monitor everything that we have that's doing each customer's profile. So you have to think about all the scheduled postings. Performance is very important. So each performance data that's pulled from Metrical, which shows us the reaches and the likes and the responses and everything that we know, we can actually provide these valuable insights to our clients. Now, these recommendations for improvements also go back to our clients, and we see very specific strategies, and we detail this out every month in a detailed email to say, here's some suggestions on how we can make things better. Additionally, for clients who wish to expand their reach further, we've offered an upgraded service to go into turning long forms, that's the 20 to 30-minute videos, into LinkedIn articles and into other blog posts to add value and exposure. Continuous improvement, automation. As we continue growing, our goal is to automate more of this, bring everything we can into even an AI process to repeat these things easier so that the workload and efficiency for us goes up and we can bring costs. Really the final notes here are our team is a complete and content processing machine. We do 1,000 pieces of content for ourselves. We do hundreds and hundreds of pieces of content for our customers, really depending on how much long form content they can give us, or if we need to shoot for them, how many shoots we can do in a given month. Remember that this is all documented. Everything that we do is documented for quick reference and quality. So we can always get back to our customer and give them clarity on the production that's being done. Remember, the hard work and commitment you've made to your business is something that you need to tell as your story and appreciate your contributions to the world that you're making and your community. I hope you enjoyed this overview of the 747 program, and I hope that you start to work on your own content marketing strategy, and maybe it might be just with us.